everybody, and thank you for joining the Here If You Need Me podcast. I'm your host, Shakir. This is episode 3. I'm currently experiencing technical difficulties with my microphone and my equipment. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to try and figure that out tomorrow. I just came in from having me some food and a little drink or whatever, but I just wanted to do this podcast. It's been on my mind all day, actually, for the last 2 days, but I had to prepare it, you know what I mean? So yeah, thank you for sticking it out with me. Thank you for watching episode 1 and episode 2. And if you like the content, like, share, and subscribe. This is now episode 3 of the Here If You Need Me podcast. Again, I'm your host, Shakir. So, episode 3 is about controlling your perception. Why is it important that we control our perception? Your perception is your own personal point of view. It should be regarded as such. At the end of the day, how you perceive things, you're gonna be the only one who have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I mean by it should be treated as such. Of course, we can't ignore the fact that as humans, we are influenced and we are inspired by, other people, things, studies, actions of others. You know what I'm saying? And which is okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's not always okay. When it comes to a situation or when it comes to a point where you just don't form your own perception whatsoever. You know what I mean? Everything that you know, everything that you judge is based off the judgment of others, or based off of an external, measure, or based off of, you know, nothing ever comes from within. So how could you be your most authentic self if you're never forming your own perception, if you're never forming your own opinions? Everything that you know is being given to you. Everything that you're being taught is good and bad, beautiful and ugly. It's being, saw through another person's eyes and mind and given to you. So sometimes it's just best to sit back and go through a thought process that doesn't include the influences and biases of others. Or more simply put, to just think for yourself. This way, you ain't always viewing things solely based off the experiences of other people. You know what I'm saying? And then you can form your perception based on your own experiences. So that was point A. You know, um, form your own opinions and form your own perception. Point B, we can miss out on people slash things or situations or events or opportunities because of perceiving things from a prejudice standpoint. So point B is trying to lose the prejudiceness when, if that's even a word, trying not to be so prejudiced when it comes to, our perception. Oftentimes we prejudge people, places, things, events, whatever the case may be. We always put a value judgment on it, and that's not always a healthy thing to do. That's not always a good habit. Like sometimes it's best to go into things with an open mind. Sometimes it's best to go into it. You can look at it from a different perception. You can say, okay, well, this is what I've been told. I heard this from everybody. But what can I find? What is the beauty in it that I can find? As opposed to going in and saying, well, I already heard this and now you about to expect that. You about to expect everything bad that you heard. And then as soon as one thing happens, you're like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Or no, I ain't messing with it. As opposed to, you know, not going with that initial judgment so fast. You know what I mean? Of course, sometimes it's good to use your wisdom and decide, by using wisdom. If you know for sure, this doesn't work for you, then yeah, of course, do what you got to do. But if you never experienced it before, if you have the tolerance to sit around and see, just see, give it a couple minutes, man, and see, what good could come out of that, what positive could come out of that, or if you could just turn the negative situation around, it's you get the situation where people go to prison, and some of them really do come out reformed. Some of them really did use that time and worked out and read and made themselves better. You know what I'm saying? Regardless to what form it had to come in, what they did was they was able to turn a negative into a positive, and we all know that. I'm not saying nothing new here. This is just a reminder. You know what I'm saying? The way that we perceive things oftentimes is going to dictate our outcome. And lastly, point C, I want to get to is controlling your perception allows for you to better control your emotions. Oftentimes, our perception have a direct effect on our emotions. So we want to be conscious of how we perceive things. If we perceive things negatively, most of the time we're going to think about it negatively. And when we think about it negatively, then people be like, man, I get sick just thinking about that shit. Or man, damn, just thinking about you make me smile. Like however you perceive the situation is likely going to have an effect on your emotions. So I just want to leave you with that. I could go on with this, but I just wanted to be concise. Like I said, I'm gonna be getting my equipment back up and running soon, so hopefully y'all can hear me. I know I don't talk that loud, but thank you for sticking it out with me for episode 3. I said, I'm gonna be staying consistent, regardless. I'm going through the ups and downs right now. That's just what it is. But I have my equipment back up and running soon, even if I gotta get some new shit. That's just what it come with. But yeah, thank y'all for joining the Here If You Need Me podcast.